Namaste students, Khush raho betiya. I JP and Dr. Y Chandrakala, Assistant Professor, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the principle of assessment. So in the last classes, we have discussed about the different test measurements and different purpose. What is the purpose of assessment learning? What are the different aspects associated with that? Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the principle of assessment. So when we say principles of assessment, there are the main principles behind is reliability. Okay, a test can be reliable but not valid, whereas a test cannot be valid yet unreliable. Okay, that means reliability in simple terms we can discuss here like repeatability and consistency of a test. Okay, validity, which defines the strength of the final result, and the whether they can be registered as accurate describing the real world. Okay, that means validity defines the strength of the final result and whether they are being regarded as an accurate or describing that of the real world situation. Okay, so the reliability, validity, authenticity, or the objectivity or ability to interpret in a situations. Okay, so according to Brown, a reliable test can be described as okay consistence in its condition across the two or more administrations. Okay, next is the gives clear direction for scoring on evaluations. Okay, next is how uniform scoring and evaluation can be done. Okay, so when we say reliability means the degree to which an assessment tool produce or the stable and consistent results. Okay, that means reliability essentially denote the consistency, stability, and dependability and accuracy of the assessment results. Okay, so since there is a tremendous variability from where the either teacher or a tester to teacher or a tester, that affects the student performance, and the reliability in planning or implementing and score student performance give rise to the valid assessment. Okay, that means the teacher test retest reliability. That means the same test is re-administered to the same people. It is expected that the correlation between the two scores of the two tests would be high. However, the effect of the practice as well as the memory may influence the correlation value. That means if a student is given a same questions for the same test, so test retest reliability, that means the same test is re-administered to the same people. So it is expected that the correlation between the two scores of the two tests would be high. So that means a student is given the same test repeatedly and to the same given student. So it happens that the child may able to score or learn more every time. That means the practice as well as the memory that may influence the correlation value. That means the value of the result may be influenced by this. Okay. So parallel equivalent reliability. Okay. That means the two similar tests are administered to the same sample of students. Okay. That means here the parallel or equivalent reliability is two similar tests are administered to the similar sample of students. So unlike test retest, this is protected from the influence of memory as the same question are not asked in the second of the two tests. That means the questions may vary in this question, in this type. Okay. So first one was the test retest reliability, where the questions will be same and the student will be same and the resultant will be the practice of the student memory practice as well as the memory will influence the correlation value of the answer when we see the reliability here. But when it is a parallel and equivalent reliability, two similar tests are administered to the same sample of the persons, but the test, unlike test retest, here we will not keep the question same. Here the question will be different in the two different tests. Okay. Next is the rater reliability, where the two or more judges are or a rater are involved in a grading. That means a score is more reliable and accurate measures if two or more raters are agree on that. That means there would be a judgment where three persons will be providing different kinds of scores. Okay, depending upon in which if two or more raters agree on the same aspect. Okay, so it is the inter-rater reliability. Okay, so inter-rater reliability is the consistency of grading by a single rater at the same time. Okay, so when the rater grades the test at a different time, so he or she may become inconsistent in grading for various reasons. For example, so paper, suppose examination is taken place and the paper is graded and the initial start of the day may vary from the grading system at the end of the day, may be depend upon the different aspects. Okay. So the split half reliability, where a test is administered once to a group, is divided into two equal halves, okay, of the student and have to return the test. And the half of them correlate, okay. So our half are often determined based on the number of assessment in each of the half, okay. Test reliability, where we can say the test administration or the reliability where involves in the condition in which the test is administered or unreliable occurrence due to the outstanding interference. Okay. Okay. So next is the validity. That means here the test can be reliable but not valid. So a reliability is simple terms which describes the repeatability and consistency of a test. Okay. And validity is defined as the strength of the final result and the reliability. They can be regarded as accuracy. Next is the validity. That means the word valid is derived from the Latin valdis, means strong. Validity of a measurement tool, for example, a test in education, we can consider it as a degree to which the tool measures and it claims to measure. And in this, the validity or an equivalent to accuracy. Okay. When we say relevance and transferability in education, we can say the term relevance refer to the learning experience that is either directly applicable or the personal aspiration or interest or cultural experiences of the students. Okay, so that are connected in some ways to real world issues, okay, problems and the contest. Okay, when we say the relevance is the concept of one topic is connected to the other topics in a way which makes useful to consider the first topic when considering the second topic. Okay, so the concept of relevance is studied in many different fields, including the cognitive science, logistic science, or the library and the informative science. Okay, so most fundamentally we can say here is the theory of knowledge or the different theories of knowledge having different implications at different level. Okay, transferability in research, we can say the degree to which the result of the research can be applied or transferred beyond a given task. That means transferability implies the result of a study that can be applicable to a similar situation of an individual. Okay, when we say the knowledge which is obtained in a situation will be relevant in other or the investigations to carry out the research in other contest. Okay, so transferability in research is utilized by the reader to study the transferability and can apply in a very degree of which or many type of research. Okay, transferability does not involve the broad claim but invites the reader of research to make associate with the elements of research in their own experiences. Okay, for example, lectures in the schools may selectively apply to their own classes results here. So depend upon the teachers, they select their own class results for in research indicating the outcomes of the particular session. So okay, depend upon what kind of they can understand the level of the learning of a students and the outcomes and what are the implements has to be taken place for the better teaching learning process. Okay, thank you. This session is powered by 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. If you have any queries, we'll discuss in the problem solving session. Namaste.